Hello and good morning, scholars. Today is Tuesday, April 21st, 2020. I hope you are ready to jump into some math work today. All right, today we're going to be jumping right into our problem of the day. Remember, in our problems of the day, we're focusing on our word problems and we're doing addition and subtraction with regrouping. So we want to make sure that we think about regrouping strategies, and we're also thinking, what's our job? Are we going to be doing addition or subtraction? Let's jump into today's problem. Remember, job number one, read the problem. Make sure you understand it. Here we go. Ezra needs to read 86 pages to finish his book. He read 47 pages. How many pages does Ezra have left to read? All right, we read the problem. What's job number two? You got it. We're going to find our key words and numbers. Okay, let's jump into it. All right, I see that he has to read 86 pages. But he already read 47 pages. Now I need to know, how many pages does Ezra have left? That have left, that tells me I'm going to find a difference. So let's jump into what that's going to look like. So we have 86, and we have our 47, and we know what our job is to figure out what does he have left. Well, that tells me, if I'm finding what he has left, that we had to subtract our 47 to be able to get our difference. All right, so let's do this job. We're going to go ahead and draw our place value chart, tens and ones. Let's go ahead and start with our 86. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 86, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 8 tens and 86. All right, guys, we got to subtract 47. I can see that I do not have 47. I do not have 7 ones. I only have 6 ones. So what do? I have to unbundle. You got it. So I'm going to take one of my tens, and I'm going to turn it into what? 10 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There they are. All right, now I have enough. So I'm going to take my 7 away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, what do I have left? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All righty, 9 it is. Am I done? No, because look, 4 tens. We got to take those away. Let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, and what do I have left? 1, 2, 3 tens. So that tells us our difference is 39. So how many pages does Ezra have left to read? Ezra has 39 pages. So I will write my difference with my equation, and I am going to box it up. All right, guys. Speaking of that word equation, that's actually our vocabulary word of the day that we're going to add to our math vocabulary wall. The word is equation. All right, guys. When we think of an equation, we've been using that word, and we always think about the numbers that they represent, but let's really think about what that means. An equation is a number sentence that shows equal values on both sides of the equal sign. So an equation shows a number sentence that shows equal values on both sides of an equal sign. Let's give an example. Well, we could think of something like 10 equals 5 plus 5. See, it doesn't matter if the 10 is on one side and the 5 plus 5 is on another side. We could flip the order, but the values stay the same because we know that 5 plus 5 is 10, and 10 is 5 plus 5. They both mean the same thing. Let's add this into our vocabulary wall. Now this is important, scholars, because today we're going to be creating creating equal equations. So I want to show you what that's going to look like. All right, scholars, yesterday we focused on our odd and even numbers. So on the board here, I have 3 even numbers. How do we know they're even? Because they both we have pairs of 2 with none left over. So we can see we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. They're even numbers. There's nothing left over. Every one of them has a partner. So now today we're going to be creating equations that have the same number addends. So they're called equal equations because there are 2 addends that make that are the same number that make our even number. Let's take a look. What does that mean? Well, let's look at the number 10. We can see that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pairs of 2 here. Well, we also can look and see that that means we have 2 groups of 5. So when I make an addition equation, I could say 5 plus 5 equals, oops, wrong color, I'm gonna use this one, equals 10. Because we knew this was 10, right? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, or we could say 5, 10. Either way, it's the same thing. We know the number is actually 10. There's 10 X's on this board. What about the number 12? I could circle them up this way, and I know that I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pairs of 2, but I also could circle them up this way. And I know that I have 6 plus 6. And I know that this is the number 12. So I'll say 6 plus 6 equals 12. I have 2 addends that are the same, 6 and 6. So what do you think about 14? How many are in each of these columns? Well, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that means if there's 7 in this column, since they're partners, there has to be 7 in this column. That means 7 plus 7 equals 14. But I also could say 14 equals 7 plus 7. It doesn't matter which order we put them in because the value is the same on both sides. So we could say 6 plus 6 equals 12, or we could say 12 equals 6 plus 6. It's the same value either way. 5 plus 5 equals 10, or 10 equals 5 plus 5. Remember, for equations, the value is the same on both sides of the equal sign. So it doesn't matter which direction we put them, it's the same value that we have inside. All right, scholars, when you jump into your work today, you're gonna be, let's take a look at it actually. In your math work today, you're going to be taking a look at a number. Number 1 says represent 16 as a sum of 2 equal addends. We're going to do the same work we did yesterday where we fill in the chart. So 16, so we'll count it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and then we'll count them up. So remember, our addends are going to be what we find in each column. So we see that there's 8 in the first column and 8 in the second column. So both of our addends are going to be 8, and we know that 8 plus 8 equals 16. In number 2, you're going to write the equation expressing 10 as a sum of 2 equal addends. So part of your work is already done. You're just looking for what the equal addends are. In number 3, you're representing 20 as the sum of 2 equal addends. And then number 4, you're representing 6 as the sum of 2 equal addends. And please don't forget number 5. Yesterday, some of us forgot some of our most important work. Our most important math work isn't drawing pictures and it's not writing the equations. It's understanding and being able to explain our math thinking. So number 5 says, why are 2 equal addends equal to an even sum? Think about the partners and how you can explain that. All right, scholars, that's our math work for today. Have an awesome day of learning.